From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Tractors, RTV, construction equipment. You do it all, we do it local.
Well, it's Saturday, and we can be very grateful that this weekend we're not looking at triple digits in the forecast. In fact, we're going to be looking at temperatures below normal for this weekend and even into Monday of next week. And for the mountains, well, there's a slight chance we could see a stray shower or thunderstorm, especially in Siskiyou, Modoc, maybe even parts of the eastern mountains, but they're very slim. And we'll take a look at Futurecast. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. But this cooler weather, it's not going to last forever. We've got a warming trend going into next week, and it's beginning to look like more and more signs of quite a heat wave. I mean, it's going to be noticeable, and certainly something we'll be monitoring very closely, especially as we get toward the end of next week, which again, we'll get into a little bit later. All right, let's take a look at your planner for the valley for your Saturday. Temperatures, we're still seeing a bit of that delta breeze, that cooler air coming in from the south. So Chico 92, but Redding about 95 degrees. We take you off into the mountains where those temperatures are going to be in the upper 80s. Places like Mount Shasta City about 89, as well as Susanville. Look for a high of 89 for Edna, 85 Bernie, Alturas about 89, and there you can see Paradise about 87 degrees. So yeah, we'll see some clouds in the afternoon and maybe a stray shower. We take a look at that trend here for Redding, and yeah, the average high is about 99. So if we can get below 99, we're below normal, right? So we can see that we're below normal. In fact, pretty decent temperatures for this time of the year. We're looking at about 95 today, 92 tomorrow, and 96 on Monday. But look at these temperatures creeping up. By Friday, we're up to 106, and I think by next weekend, we're going to be approaching 110 degrees again, possibly. And I want to show you why I think that's going to happen. So what we've got here is this big ridge of high pressure, and it's a dome of heat that's kind of centered over the desert Southwest right now. So that's the reason why we're seeing those cooler temperatures. And we'll continue that through at least the beginning of next week. But then that heat will start to expand in our region. We've seen this trend for several days. But one of the things that we've seen too is this trough low pressure and cooler air kind of pushing more to the south and suppressing this heat a lot more than what we're seeing here right now. Now, it's still doing that, and it's preventing that temperature from getting as warm as it could, but I think that when we're looking at this pattern right here, this is a setup for possibly 110 degrees or higher. So we'll have to watch that. I mean, it's still a long ways out. I'll keep monitoring that situation very closely, but yeah, be prepared for the potential for some heat heading our way toward the end of next week. Let's talk about the chance for rain. So we're going to take you through the afternoon, and you see those clouds popping up here. This is why we can't rule out a stray shower, maybe even a few lightning strikes and a thunderstorm here and there. It's going to be few and far between. It's one of those things I wouldn't cancel your outdoor plans because it will be so few and far between, but just keep a close eye on things. You're going to be out on a hike. I do expect that Trinity County will be dry, but Siskiyou, Modoc, Eastern Mountains, probably looking at a slight chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm. And I think that'll be the case again on Sunday. Look at that too. Maybe a little bit of fog approaching Chico, Willows Sunday morning. We'll have to wait and see. That marine layer is actually pretty strong, and that's kind of trying to make its way northward. So it'll be interesting to see if that happens. So we'll watch that for Sunday morning. But here's tomorrow afternoon. You see that again? We're seeing some of those cumulus clouds popping up. We could see a stray shower or an off chance for a thunderstorm as well. All right, let's take a look at your forecast. Here's your footprint here. Eastern mountains, mid to upper 80s on average. For the valley, temperatures in the low to mid 90s. That's below normal for this time of the year. And there you can see about Wairika, about 92, 89 for Etna. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast for a few regions here. You can see for Mount Shasta City and Siskiyou County. Now the temperatures are dropping slightly for tomorrow, and then they'll start to kind of creep their way back up. I'm expecting upper 90s by the time you get into Friday. And how about Alturas? You're looking at temperatures in the upper 80s, then eventually the 90s by next Tuesday. And for Susanville, you're going to be in the mid to even upper 90s by the time you get into Wednesday, Thursday, and especially by the end of next week. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast for Redding, and this is where we start to see that heat, right? We're down to 92 tomorrow. I mean, that's pretty darn nice. 92 degrees on Sunday, but temperatures back up to 96 on Monday and back in the triple digits by the time we get to Tuesday, and could get up to 106 and hotter by Friday. And again, I think by next weekend, we could possibly No guarantees yet, but it's a pattern I'm watching. We could possibly be flirting with that 110 degree mark.